Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is True Princess and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. So as you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a story time about my experience with a guy that invited me to Joburg, and honey, it was a train wreck. Okay, so guys, firstly, disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist, so please don't judge my makeup. Okay, and I know that this lash is skew AF. Girl, I don't even know. Okay, child, I don't even know, but I had to bring the content for my honeys because I know that you guys love a good story time, and I've got plenty. Okay, I have a whole list of them waiting for you guys. And yeah, so my gosh, where do I start? So in 2000, when was it? 2019? Yeah, I think it was 2019. Yes, end of 2019, December. Ne? So I have a half sister, ne, that lives in Mlas. This was way before I started living in Mlas. At that time, I was still living Kamashu, yes, because I used to live Kamashu. Then I moved to town. Then I moved to Mlas. Okay, fine. I'm still gonna tell you more about that one day, but just for now, it's just relax. So 2019 December, I met this guy while I was with my half sister. So this guy, I'm gonna call him engineer because that's what he said he did for a living. Anyway, so my half sister, well, my sister was dating engineer's friend. So that's how I met engineer. It was my sister, her boyfriend, and then it was engineer. Ne? Guys, I'm sorry if you hear crows, if you hear anything in the background. It's just very tricky today. The weather in Tegwini is very tricky, and there's things happening, and there's dogs barking, and I live in a township, and please don't even. I'm gonna try and put music over this though. So back to the story time. 2019, I met engineer. So how I met engineer was, you know, the thing of my sister's boyfriend was like, oh, do you want to come and chill, baby, today? Abo, chill vibes, abo, nje. It was, I think it was a Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember. But I was on holiday. My sister's like, hi, sure, baby, come and fetch me. You know, I'm with my sister and we're just chilling, so we're going to come through, yabo. And then my sister's boyfriend sends engineer to come and fetch us. So engineer was driving my sister's boyfriend's car. Yes. So fine, we get ready, shampoo, my girls, this are shine pop hair, nandi, fine. Figure engineer. Obviously my sister sits at the back and I'm like, oh, let me sit at the back, and he's like, I'm like, he's like, don't sit in the back, baby, come sit in the front. Why are you going at the back? Come in the front. So I'm like, okay, sir. And I was single, honey. I was ready to mingle. Class for December. Yabo. December. It was that December, if I'm not mistaken. It was that. Guys. There was no December. It was that December. Then we go. I don't remember whether Sayaga Max or where we went, but we went somewhere to chill. Just drink, yabo. It was nice, chill vibes. Yabo, engineer was giving me the eye, yabo. It was relaxed, yabo. So obviously, Mina, I was a little bit like, okay, I don't have a man here. Not that I wanted to have a man there, but my sister was there with Umuntuaki. So I mean, it was almost like managing like Sikandlela. Engineer was talking to me here and there, but there were other people there, yabo. So me and engineer get to know each other, yabo. We get to know each other. Engineer, he's an engineer, he doesn't stay here, he stays in Joburg. He left his car in Joburg, he drives a nice car in Joburg. I'm like, oh, hi, okay, okay. Now I'm telling him about myself. No, I'm staying at Mashu, I'm visiting my sister, yabo. We're just talking, getting to know each other. And then at the end of the night, we exchanged numbers. He's like, no, I like your vibe. And I liked his vibe too. We were okay. Fine. So then afterwards, we go home. Then the next day, we start talking on WhatsApp. We talk on WhatsApp. And he seems nice. He calls me here and there. But I just noticed that, he used to call me, but he wasn't giving me that much attention. So I'm like, are you okay? Fine. And I'm like, are you okay? We just vibing, just December vibes, as of December, we carry on seeing each other for drinks, we drinking December, I come New Year's, sweetie, come New Year's. He says they both say they're gonna come fetch me and my sister. They didn't show up. We got dressed and ready. Guys, do you know how painful it is? Miyazi leyo pain. Yongalanda mhla ka-31. Kuba buhlungu isifuba. Usugqokile. You are ready. Your outfit is ready. Angafika umfana. Bangafika abafana. Kwaze kwasa ekuseni kwashaya u-8 abafana lutho ama boys. Yes, and I'm like, but me and engineer, we're hitting it off. What happened? He comes back a few days later. Comes back with that bang. When he comes back, like nothing ever happened. Zulu men, they'll disappear for 2 years and then come back and act like everything is fine. Hi, engineer boy. Hi, how are you? And I'm like, yeah, so on. So guys, I'm so sorry. I'm wearing my boyfriend's top and I keep having to adjust it. I'm like, yeah, so on. He's like, no, I'm sorry about the other day. I'm like, hey, it's fine, Petu. Until goes on. What's going on? Like, what's happening? What's happening? So I go, oh, January 1, 2, 3. Alright, fine. Then we talk some more. Now he's back. Now he's calling. Now he's texting. Yabo, nje, kuze kushaya isikhathi sokuthi go January, I'm going back to work. Yabo. Schools are opening and I'm going back to work. Then he eventually went back to Joburg because that's where he stays. Not in Joburg, it's in Vereeniging. I think that's what it's called, Vereeniging. He goes back there. So he's like, no, I'm back at my place and I'm back to work. And I'm like, I sure now I'm back to work, really, yabo, J. And then we used to video call all the time, we used to video call a lot. It's like, Veso, I would love for you to come out to see me here, come and visit me, so we can get to know each other some more. Because, we were vibing. And I'm like, why not? Duh, why not? Like, no, I'm gonna see the bus prices for you and check it on my bus, whatever. I'm like, okay. I had never been on a bus to Joburg. I'd been on a flight to Joburg, but I'd never been on a bus. But I didn't mind. I was like, okay. Oh, but ever since I had met him, he had never even taken out a dime. Like, they would buy alcohol, but he had never taken out a dime just to buy me anything. And I was like, okay, like, for sure, Vele, he's gonna, like, make an effort. Oh, but he's like, you know what we can do is, you can book yourself the tickets to come here, and I will pay for the ticket for you to go back. I'm like, say no more, okay, baby, I'm coming. I go to Checkers, I buy my tickets for the bus. I go to 7 Stars, I do my hair, I do my nails. That week or the week before, I'm preparing, baby. Soft life game. We video calling every day up until the day that I'm supposed to leave. I'm packing my bags, I'm doing the thing. I did my hair. I'm gonna insert a picture of the hair that I had done. Okay, baby, let's go. I get in the bus. It was about 6-7 hours from here to Vereeniging. Coming at the station in Gibele, fine. He said to me, he left his car in Joburg, where he's staying. That's what he said to me. And he's got a flat there. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna come and fetch me. Ngifike estation, I get off the bus and I call him like, I'm here, we had been talking. Qhamuke ipolo vivo. Ubhuti usike iphiko. He arrives with his friend. His friend is driving the car and he's here as a passenger. Guys, my heart. I'm like, ish, man. Maybe it's his car and his friend is driving. I'm doing the denial thing now. I'm like, man. What's this CGP? Go mind your engineer. Go play my say I can say more because I guess I am food and you're getting born. I'm food. Hey, cause I want him. I'm children. He's like, hey, how are you, baby? He's excited to see me. Yeah, what's happening? He takes my luggage. He gets in the car. We go. If you're anything, I'm not gonna lie. The area where he stays is gorgeous. It's very quiet, very beautiful. And I'm like, okay, this is a pretty good place. I'm like, I can see the neighborhood. I can see the flats, how they are. I'm like, oh, okay, this is nice. Okay, we pull up to his place, to his flat. When we pull up to his flat, he takes my luggage. Get out of the car, he takes my luggage, and the friend drives off, which means this is his car. And see, now we are walking with our 10 toes. He lived on like the 3rd story up, so we walked all the way up. We get there, I'm like, oh, this looks cute, from the outside. Ngingeni, I enter, guys. As soon as I enter, I noticed that there's no furniture. There's no couches. There's no coffee table. There's no furniture. And I'm like, okay, maybe he just moved. And as soon as I enter, I hear one room is playing music. And then this random guy just comes out. I'm like, it's giving... There's too many people living here. It's giving what's cooking oil? Here, guys, what's happening? And he's like, oh no, this is my roommates. I'm like, roommates? I know you said you live by yourself. So now 1 + 1 = 10, manje. The math is not mathing. I'm like, baby, you said you live by yourself. Who are these people in your house? And why do you have no couch? Where am I gonna sit? Guys, I wish I was making all of this up. I lived this, okay? We go into his room. There's a bed. Nama built in. Tell me why this nigga doesn't have pillowcases to lay your head. Lo. He didn't have amelo. Where do you... I had never experienced that before. And then when I opened his closets... you know what? Let's wait for that part. Then he asked me the question, baby, what are we doing tonight? He's asking me what we are doing tonight. Firstly, I'm like, the car already left. Okay? How are we gonna even, where are we supposed to go? Are we gonna Uber? La Pana, it's such a quiet area. I didn't even see Ubers. I don't even know whether they have Uber there. I was like, he's like, where are we gonna go? I'm like, guys, where do you want us to go? He's like, hi, I don't know. We can go to this nearby lounge. I'm like, okay. Yo, guys, Lapo, his whole aura had changed. He wasn't the same guy that I had met in Durban. The way that he used to dress, he was just not giving. It was just not giving. Like, his style was not giving. And now I'm noticing that this person doesn't even have a car. He was lying the whole time. He doesn't even have furniture. He's got roommates. He doesn't even have amelo. I'm just like, what the F is happening here? What's happening? local, guys. He's like, okay, let's go out. We're gonna go to this nearby lounge. I'm like, okay, fine. I was like, I'm not gonna change my outfit. I'm just gonna wear the same dress because I already had my makeup on. Guys, please tell me why. Please tell me why before I left. This man asked me, do you have your handbag? Please don't leave your purse. Don't leave your purse. Please come with your purse. Are you gonna take your purse with you? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna take my purse with me. He walks out of the house in shorts and a top, no pad. In. Lapo, the way I look so hot. Once again, we called a friend, the one that fetched me from the station. Hi, we get in the car. We get in the car and we go to a nearby lounge. That lounge, it was giving, Konje, what is that place called in town? It was giving Ekakasini vibes, but a little bit more ghetto. Ekakasini is okay. It's nice. It's very nice. It was trying to give Ekakasini, but it wasn't giving Ekakasini. It was trying, but it wasn't. And I looked fire. Here is the friend. Here is him, Naila, engineer. And I'm thinking, okay, Vele, Shutsi, it's just the three of us. I don't even know why. I mean, I know why his friend was there, because he was our transportation, because this one doesn't have a car. See, figure at the bar, he asked me, what do you want to drink? What was I drinking? I think at the time I was drinking Bernini or Iputal. I don't even remember. Tell me why this nigga's looking at me in the eyes and he's waiting for me to pay for my drinks.
What?
Or for our drinks. So I had to pay for my drinks and beers for him and his friend. And you know, guys, as I was, you know, when you're still in a situation or you're still living in something, you don't see anything wrong, because you're just giving him the benefit of the doubts for some reason. I don't know why. I took out my card and I paid. I paid for my drinks and I paid for his beer for him and his friend. Guys, I'm so sorry. Someone is knocking at the gates. So, but the main house, they're gonna open for them, so it's fine. I ended up paying for him and I ended up paying for myself. Yo, guys, I was devastated. Once again, we go out, we sit there, we drink. If I find footage from that night from Instagram, I'll post it for you guys. Yo, I shut, man. Let's go to the scene. The following day comes. My neck was so sore because I wasn't sleeping on a pillow. I was amelering ngesibhakela. Ngangamela esibhakeleni. Guys, that morning he was like, he's going to work. He's waking up in the morning, he's going to work, he's gonna come back in. And I'm like, so what do you do? How do you get to work? He's like, no, I walk. I'm like, okay. He left, he walked. Now, I'm shy again. Okay, it's the next day. What am I gonna eat? Okay, fine. And I think I was the only person in the house. Or was I? Well, his roommate was there. Something weird like that. But at the time, I didn't realize how weird that was, that I'm in a house with someone that I don't even know. It was crazy. Then he left. He went to work. Here I am now trying to scavenge for food. Because you know me, I love to eat. If you watch my channel, I love to eat. That's the only thing I do. I eat. I love to eat. I love food. I went in the fridge. Kwakoni means, I think kwakoni carrots and some rice. I ended up having to cook mince and rice because clearly they don't do groceries. I don't even know what they eat. There's no furniture to sit on. There's no sukamela on. Guys, and peg. Eventually he comes home at about 12 and he finds me in the kitchen. He's like, oh baby, what are you making? I'm just like, are you not embarrassed? Because this is embarrassing.
You're not ashamed of yourself.
What do you think? What? Yo. He's like, what are you cooking? I'm making mince and rice. Later on that day, he's like, he's craving to eat something nice. He's craving for something nice to eat. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, he's craving. I don't even remember what he said. He's craving for pizza or he's craving for chicken licken or something like that. And he's like, oh, babe, what are we doing today?
You cannot be for real.
He's asking me, what are we doing today? Again. After I took out my money the previous night, he's asking me again. And I'm like, yo. Yeah, so he asked me, what are we doing again? And I'm like, Angas, what is doing? He's like, no, we can go back to the place so we can buy food and come back. And I'm like, okay. I get dressed. We leave. He comes and he fetches us. The friend fetches us with his car because we don't have a car. And apparently we don't have money either. And we leave. We drive to a chicken licken. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, we are buying food, obviously. So see, we're gonna buy food for the both of us, and we're gonna come back home and eat. Hi, we go into chicken licken. We buy the food. We come out, and I'm sitting in the back seat, and he's sitting in the front. Does he not open the food? The friend doesn't drive off. He opens the food that we just bought for us, and him and his friend start. He tells his friend first, "What a sword, lala." How? Because I'm thinking the food is for us. Hi, the friend starts eating the chicken licken that I bought. But he starts eating the chicken licken. I'm like, how? Guys, what? Hi, I'm sold. The chicken licken because I had bought it, so I eat some chicken licken. Then we go back to the lounge that we were at the previous day. We go back to that lounge. And when we go back this time, the friend goes and buys his own beer. I think he bought like 3 beers for himself. And it's so awkward because we haven't had any private time to ourselves besides when we're in the house, because his friend has to be there, because his friend is our transport, and if he leaves, we are effed. He buys his own beer. I go to the bar with no engineer and I buy again for myself and for him. At this point, I'm just like, yo, guys, I never expected it. Guys, I was, why? No, my fault. We go home. I'm like, yo, I cannot wait to go home. And the weird thing that happened during the day, before I cooked, I opened the wardrobe. The wardrobe looked like, you know, when you go to an Airbnb or when you book a place, you carry a bag. And when you get into the Airbnb, the closet is empty. You just take your bag and you chuck it in there. That's what his bedroom looked like. It looked like he had taken a bag, he had carried a bag, and he just chucked it in the wardrobe. And he wasn't permanently living there. It was so weird, because I opened it, I saw a bag full of clothes, and I just saw one pair of pants hanging. If you're living there, aren't you supposed to have like a rack full of clothes? Yeah, I was so confused. Fine. The day that I was supposed to leave comes. I pack my stuff in the morning, I take a shower. He says he's going to work, he's going to come back later on so that we can go look for a ticket for me to go home. Fine. Guys, at this point, I am so broke. And then clearly anyway, even if I tell him, what the F is he gonna do about it? Nothing. What is he gonna do about it? Shoot, I'm gonna sleep after anything. I'm at a foreign place. I don't know this place. I've never been here before. It's so weird to me. I'm in a foreign place that I've never been. I was just like, yo, I cannot wait to leave. He came back from work. I packed my stuff. We tried calling the friend to take me to the like the nearest Checkers mall area, whatnot. The friend doesn't pick up the phone. We had to walk from the place, his place, to the mall area, and it literally took us about 15 to 20 minutes walking. Yo, I was so traumatized. I was so traumatized. We get there And initially the plan was for him to book me the ticket back. But saying no, it's not gonna happen. We get to the Checkers. I booked my tickets. I paid the 250 rand. I paid the 250 rand. Then he pelezeled me. Then he went with me to drop me at the bus area where you wait for the bus. And before he dropped me off, no, I was hungry. I said, I'm gonna go and buy myself some McDonald's because I'm gonna be hungry in the bus and it's a very long ride. So clearly, definitely, he didn't have food in the house. So obviously, I didn't eat anything in the house. So now I have to buy myself some McDonald's to eat because I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I need to eat in the bus. When we get to the McDonald's, I order myself a Big Mac meal and I think I ordered a McFlurry. He's like, oh, what are you gonna buy for me? And I bought him a Big Mac. He dropped me off. He walked and dropped me off with his 10 toes. And then he walked back. Oh, he waited with me until the bus came. And then I got in the bus with my McDonald's and I went back to Durban. I have never, ever been so disappointed. Actually, I have been disappointed. I was so... Oh, guys. Firstly, it was a long time ago, so I don't even remember my actual feelings. But I remember feeling so angry with myself. I was like, why did you not see this, babe? Why could you not read between the lines that this nigga... Firstly, the fact that he had never taken out money when we were here, in Durban. How the hell did I expect him to be taking out money for me in Vereeniging? In another province? So yeah, guys. That was me and my story. That is the end of my story time. And if you would like to hear more of my story times, please like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel so that you can watch more videos by me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.